So, welcome to the GrantFX Daily channel. I'm back with another bang. It's my first video for the year 2023. I haven't done any videos in January, but that's my first video in February for this year. And basically, I'm gonna take you through, is the bear market really over for this year or not? But I'm gonna take you through a technical analysis throughout this video. Basically, before we start this video, just read my disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor, nor do I see signals as a financial advisor. I basically just give my market outlooks for you to take consideration to, or whatever you want to do with my analysis. But basically, I'm not eligible to any losses when taking signals from this analysis. Basically, this is just for educational purposes only. So let's get into it. So basically, we are on the S&P 500. So we do have a rejection coming from the weekly resistance level. So I can see maybe dipping from the S&P 500 to my trend line that I'm gonna draw right here now. So maybe you can expect a third touch this trend right here. Because we have one touch, two touch, so we can maybe see another third touch here, and we can maybe hit higher with that move. So basically, this video is not about the in-depth analysis. Basically, we are here to see if the indexes are out of the bear market territory. So we're heading to the weekly time frame. On the S&P 500, it broke out of its bear market about 2 weeks ago. Today is that third week. We're in our third week now, so it broke out of its bear market about 2 weeks ago. As you can see that we broke this trend quite nicely, and about 2 weeks ago we broken out of that trend. Basically, we are at the weekly resistance level, but I do think that weekly resistance has been broken into support by testing at this week's candle. So basically, we are maybe testing as support on that weekly resistance level. But you can see that the S&P 500, it is out of its bear market territory. So the Fed have been raising interest rates last year, and we're at the level where we are at now at 4.75% on the interest rate level. Basically, the Fed have risen interest rates last week to around another 25 basis point hike, and basically we have Jerome Powell speaking today as well. But we do see deflation coming as well. Investors were worried, is the Fed tipping the economy into a recession? But we are quite into a recession or not, but we can see inflation cooling. We can see that the Fed is doing a quite good job, and we can see inflation cooling, and the markets are heading to a different era. You understand? So we are heading into a bull market right now. But we can maybe see a short sell-off somewhere when we do retest those levels that have been broken. But yeah, so this is the S&P 500. S&P 500 is out of its bear market. So yeah. Now you can just look for buys maybe, but we are gonna see some choppy trading ahead for this year as the Fed tries to cool inflation down. So yeah, this is the S&P 500, and that's the weekly outlook. So this is my analysis that I have drawn, and yeah, so we're gonna head over to the Russell 2000 index now and see what we have there in store. So this is the US 2000 index. This is the Russell 2000 small caps index. So basically, this index is based on all the small companies within the USA. So basically, we can see that we have a nice trend upward here on the daily time frame. As you can see, we are supporting that trend very well on the Russell 2000. About last week, the Russell have been going up quite nice, as you can say, and this is my favorite index to trade. So yeah, we can see that we are coming from a weekly resistance, as I said, on the S&P as well. Yeah, let's head over to the weekly time frame to see if the Russell 2000 is out of its bear market territory. So I'm just going to delete this trend line right there. I'm going to draw a new trend line, and so we can see that basically the Russell 2000 is basically out of its bear market territory as well. But we do see a maybe steep sell-off coming. I don't know. We can see that investors have been talking about another sell-off that's coming. We do have Fed Jerome Powell speaking today as well, so we're gonna see what happens with that move when he's speaking today. Basically, for the economic front, we don't have any serious economic data coming out this week, except for Jerome Powell speaking today. So we're gonna see what the Fed has in store to say today. But we can see that the US 2000 as well is out of its bear market territory, but we can see a quite big move maybe to the downside. If we can maybe just break that weekly resistance level where it's been rejecting from. But I do see a nice double bottom move right here, so we maybe can retest our neckline, you know. So this is my double bottom move that I quite see here with the Russell 2000. If I draw my trend like that, and we can maybe expect a retest to that neckline right there, and that's the level there where I will buy. I do like trading the Russell 2000. Basically, I haven't said this in the video, so basically my recommended broker is Think Markets. Think Markets is a regulated broker in South Africa, as I am from South Africa. So yeah, we can see that the Russell 2000 is well out of its bear market territory. So now we're gonna head over to the nasdaq 100, US Tech 100, and we're gonna analyze that as well. So we are on the index nasdaq 100 on the daily time frame, and you can see that this move right here was a nice move at the start of this year. So nasdaq has risen quite nicely at the start of January and at the start of the new year, and this move was quite nice. So I can maybe see how much percentage was this. We can see that it was a nice 20% move on nasdaq 100. So if you bought nasdaq 100 at the start of this year, you are up 20% for the year basically with that index. So basically I'm just going to delete this arrow trend line that I've drawn here, but we can see maybe nasdaq dipping as well, maybe in the coming days, to this trend line that I'm drawing right now. As you can see, we do have weekly resistance at that weekly resistance zone that I've drawn there. Basically similar to the other indexes that we have analyzed right now, example Russell 2000, S&P 500, giving similar moves, you know. So we can maybe expect another third touch to this trend. So we have 1, 2, so we need to expect another third touch, and maybe we're gonna have support by this weekly support right here, and that has been resistance, but now the resistance has been broken, and now that zone is gonna act as support. But let's head over to the weekly time frame to see if nasdaq 100 is out of its bear market territory. So yeah, we can see that the nasdaq 100 is out of its bear market territory as well. Tech suffered quite more than all the other indexes, because it was roughly down say 33% last year for the start of the year. So basically we can see that tech maybe can do a nice recovery, but I do see maybe a nice sell-off coming as well. I don't know, I can't expect that, but we need to retest the broken trend line broken on the weekly time frame. So we need a retest on the weekly time frame, so we can maybe see a deep sell-off coming soon. But yeah, so we can see that that index is well out of its bear market. So now we're gonna head over to the US 30 Dow Jones index, and we're gonna see what we have in store on the Dow Jones. So this is US 30, this is Dow Jones Industrial Average Index. Basically this index has been broken out of its bear market last year already, the start of November month. As you can see, this move right here, this index has been broken out of its bear market last year November already. So all the other indexes, Russell 2000, S&P 500, nasdaq 100, that indexes broke out of the bear market at the beginning of this year, the start of this year. So yeah, so let's head over to the weekly time frame. So I do see some choppy trading here throughout the daily time frame, but I do see a nice pattern move here. So I'm just gonna draw this pattern move, what I do see with US 30. As I can draw my trend. So if you're an investor, you know what kind of pattern I'm talking about here. So yeah, so if this if US 30 does break above this move, we can see further upside, and we know we are heading up. But if it does break below, we are gonna head further to the downside. But we are at the weekly resistance supply level. So basically we can see that that weekly resistance can maybe act as support if it does break above that level. So we are seeing now that as a resistance level, since we are not breaking out of this pattern right yet. So this pattern is a crucial pattern. Is whether you're gonna see whether you're gonna buy this index or whether you're gonna sell this index. Basically, let's head over to the weekly time frame. So yeah, we can see that This is my trend line. You can see that US30 has broken nicely out of its bear market territory, even retested its trend line. So yeah, so we can maybe see more further upside or downside. Like I said, between the other indexes, we need to retest that trend that has been broken, and we are retesting that trend line maybe in this week, maybe in the coming days, weeks, I don't know. It's all up to the economic data that's coming out. So yeah, that's all for this video. Thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing as well. If you are a newcomer, new watcher, please do subscribe to this video and do like this video. Yeah, thank you.